making a system where we can give people permanent teeth.
Woo, look at all those screws going into the bone. Helping a town with no water, bringing smiles to people's faces again, and making the impossible possible. Have your tissues on standby because today we're breaking down and reacting to some of the most incredible moments from MrBeast's medical videos. Let's dive right in.
We found a gym in Texas that trains people in the most unconventional ways.
I stepped on an IED and lost both my legs.
Wow. A bilateral lower extremity amputee. These are above the knee amputations. The only experience that I've ever had with this is having to do surgery on somebody where we had to remove the leg with an above the knee amputation. It wasn't from a traumatic injury, it was for vascular issue to where there was no more blood supply to that leg.
I suffered a AAA aortic aneurysm.
Interesting. So a AAA aortic aneurysm. An aneurysm typically is related to the artery, has a weakness within one of the walls, and it could rupture open. Or you can have an aneurysm that throws clots.
10 years ago, ATF was founded by David Vorbora, a former NFL player. What seemed to be the start of an illustrious career all came crashing down.
Oh.
After suffering a catastrophic shoulder injury.
What they're showing is just what all of us do in the influencer world, a normal image. So this is an image of a shoulder, looks quite appropriate. The clavicle and the AC joint all look good.
David was admitted to the hospital and got hooked on the painkillers he was given, becoming one of the 16 million people affected by the opioid crisis.
What are examples of opiates? This is your oxycodone, your oxycontin, your Percocet, your Vicodin, your Norco, hydrocodones, your Dilaudid, your morphines, your fentanyls. These are all a big grouping class of medication that we call an opiate.
And it was only after going to rehab and getting clean that he finally decided to stop playing pro football.
As you take away the medications, if you've been on it for a very long time, something that can get people addicted because of this pain, piloerection, which is when your hairs stand up, sweating, abdominal cramping, and they have to go through that to have your body almost like reset.
ATF is a free gym for people living with physical or traumatic impairments. And this is what a workout looks like.
Go. Let's go, push!
When somebody has these bad events that happen, you could spiral and go into a depressive state and not want to do anything. Exercise in and of itself is a mood booster. It will make you feel better, will get the blood flowing, will bring good blood flow to the brain.
After seeing these incredible athletes at work, we decided to surprise Dave and the ATF gym with something special.
Cool.
Each time you landed in my hands, I'm gonna give you $50,000.
What?
That's it. You got it.
It's really important for people who do have physical ailments to continue to exercise their body to keep them healthy. Having muscle mass on your body helps you live better and longer.
It was when we saw this video online.
Wow. Whoa.
So I sent Darren and Dan to Davao City in the Philippines to visit the Cure Hospital, which provided this life-changing surgery.
That abnormality is called genu recurvatum, mostly a genetic abnormality where they actually go backwards in that way, hyperextension.
To find out how we can help provide hundreds of more to children born with similar conditions.
You have the knees bowing out, and that's something called genu varum. Little babies have this, the body fixes it, but there are other issues where people might not, and it becomes a movement issue. Rickets, which is like a vitamin D deficiency, can cause this. Arthritis can cause this.
Because we both have club foot, we get bullied at school.
Well, it would appear that our main product is surgeries. I believe our main product is actually hope.
Clubfoot is a deformity that you are born with, where the foot turns in mostly.
They cannot manage the cost of this growth and require urgent funding to continue their incredible work.
After being here, I want to pay for every surgery that you do for a month over here.
Wow. Taking care of others is important, but don't forget to take care of yourself. If life's occasional stresses and racing thoughts got you down, check out Chillax by my company Life Happens to help your mental well-being and find calm vibes in life's craziness. If you want to learn more about it, head to lifehappens.com or on Amazon.
Water is the one thing we all need to survive. These two villages in Cameroon don't have reliable access to it.
Typically, you can't live without water after 3 days. So once 3 days hits, you're going to start building up byproducts within your blood and your tissue. your organs are going to start shutting down and death will actually occur within a couple days.
We are building 2 separate wells that will each produce 10,000 liters of water per day.
Each person is going to get at least 2 liters of clean drinking water a day.
Men should be drinking roughly around 3.7 liters and women about 2.7 liters per day.
This is the stream that they go to come and get water from every day. You can see how polluted it is, and it's also filled with a whole lot of parasites.
You have to be really careful of drinking stagnant water like this. You run the risk of exposing yourself to so many different micropathogens, bacteria, viruses, rotavirus, norovirus, hepatitis A, giardia.
There are some days that they have so little water to drink that they have to drink this unfiltered river water and oftentimes land up in the hospital.
That instance, you really need to boil the water. You need to use clean water type solutions that are available. There are tablets. People used to use iodine back in the day, but they may not even have access to that.
Water isn't just important for survival, but it's also necessary to stay clean and healthy.
We hardly wash our hands in school because we had no good drinking water.
Think about the amount of times that you wash your hands on a daily basis. Every time you go to the bathroom, before you eat food, me washing my hands in and out of going to see patients every day.
Up to half the global population is affected by oral disease, resulting in many, if not all of them, losing their teeth for reasons including genetics, trauma, and medication.
We see people that come to the emergency department with really poor dentition. Sometimes people's teeth are a little bit more porous. Their enamel is a little kind of softer, which then potentially increases the risk of dental caries, which is a dental cavity.
And while society often associates a person's value and attractiveness directly to their appearance, this grapple with one's self-esteem could mean heart-wrenching barriers between them and living a fulfilling life.
I was one who had to have braces, and I still have to wear a night guard to prevent my teeth from shifting because I just want to keep moving. But I'm grateful for the teeth that I have. This is what I have structurally been given, and so I'm just trying to maintain it as best I can.
People come to us and their teeth are so bad that they all need to be extracted. They all need to be taken out and they need to get brand new teeth.
In the emergency department, we'll see people come in from complications relating to like bleeding when their teeth are removed with maybe older individuals. Maybe they're on blood thinners or a stitch came out, but typically people do well. The mouth heals really fast, but does cause some pain.
Over 10 years of research, development, a lot of work that went into making a system where we can give people permanent teeth.
Woo! Look at all those screws going into the bone. Things that we worry about with teeth, especially if you're having big procedures. Could you get a systemic infection? Or, you know, if you have a prosthetic heart valve, sometimes people have to be put on antibiotics before having dental procedures. That way they don't develop an infection.
1, 2, 3.
Ah, that's amazing. Oral health is super important because you want to prevent this from happening. Brushing your teeth at least twice a day, trying to do it after each meal. Make sure you floss to get any food particles out between your teeth and hit areas that the brush is not going to get. MrBeast and his team go globally, trying to help people all over the world, which is great. If you guys have comments about it, let me know. And as always, if you enjoy this, you want to see more, let me know that as well. And don't forget to binge watch this whole playlist right here. And make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.